So I've been good, and it's been a few weeks, but it's time to do another unboxing. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of a full-priced Coach bag, and I'm going to be comparing it to the retail equivalent in a little series I'm doing over here on my channel. This is the third installment of comparing retail bags with their outlet equivalents, and I'm really excited to get into it. But before we get there, if this is the first time you're seeing my face, hello, welcome. My name is Brandon, and around here you can expect videos on a variety of fabulous topics, including fashion, lifestyle vlogs, and unboxings like today. So if that sounds interesting to you, please consider clicking subscribe, and we'll get into today's video. If you're new around here, I love Coach. Both the Coach outlet and the full price Coach boutique get a lot of my business because I just think it's a really great brand. The quality is there, and I love that you can find fantastic silhouettes in both the full price retail stores and also at the outlet. Now, the bag from the outlet that we are going to be comparing to my newest bag is the Morgan Top Handle Satchel. This is from last year's collection. It is in this great green color with gold hardware. It does have a mock snakeskin handle, and the crossbody strap is also in that material. They don't offer this color anymore. They do have a lot of really awesome colors still in the outlet, so it is definitely a bag worth comparing to the full-priced equivalent to give you a little bit of insight on whether or not you want to pick this one up. So this is the bag that we are going to be doing a side-by-side comparison to. Now though, let's get into the unboxing. Now, I picked this bag up from a website called 24S. I have never purchased from them before, so I'm excited to get into this box. I believe they are a French retailer that is licensed to sell a number of designer and contemporary bags. I do know that this box shipped from Charles de Gaulle in France. It took a little bit of time to get here, but it arrived with no issues, so I'm excited to get into this box. Is there anything else I want to say about 24S? Oh, yes. Now, I keep talking through this unboxing, and you're probably like, get into it already. But I do just want to briefly touch on the price that I paid for this bag. I got this on a fantastic deal during Black Friday. 24S has a lot of sales that are applicable to the newest and greatest bags. You can stack savings from their sales with their new customer sign up. So if you sign up for their emails, you get a percentage coupon off. I stacked that with the sale that this bag was already on. And of course, I'm a Rakuten member, so I got an extra 2 or 4% back on my purchase of this bag from the Black Friday sale, the 10% welcome offer, and then the 2 or 4% back from Rakuten. I got this bag for a steal, so let's pop it open. Of course, as I'm doing this unboxing, someone rings my doorbell. Oh, it's the postman. How fun. Now, the inside of this box is really fantastic. It's got this great print, and it actually says my name on the inside of the box, which is very cute, but that's not what we're here to talk about. But anyway, it does come in a little shopping bag. How fun is that? And I can see that the bag is partially manufactured and wrapped, which is great. I can see the color already. Let's get into it. So here is the bag. Let's get this dust cover off. Oh my gosh. Just affected a southern accent there. Wow. So let's get some of this wrapping off and we'll get into the comparison. Alrighty, so that had to have been the most involved unpackaging that I've ever had with a Coach bag. It was very intricately wrapped. I'm just gonna do a quick spin around on this bag to make sure there are no real defects or chips in the hardware. First impressions, it has some design details that are so unique that it really stands out as being a more refined, more elegant, more expensive bag. But anyway, let's get into some of the close-up comparisons and we'll go from there. Alrighty guys, so I thought I would first start this with a what fits in the Sammy 21. I know that a lot of you guys are going to be interested in that. And just briefly, I'm not going to be putting anything into the Morgan top handle satchel for the interest of time, but just so you know, everything that I fit in here will fit into the Morgan, and the Morgan has a little bit more space given the dimensions. So this is everything I managed to switch over from my tote bag. I've got it pretty stuffed, and I have it kind of strategically stuffed, so a lot will fit in there. And I'm also going to show you guys some of the things that you would typically carry, or that I know you guys typically carry, so you can see what fits. And we'll also get into some of the other details of this bag, but here's everything that I was able to fit into my 21. First being, of course, my adorable cat coin pouch slash card carrier. This has all of my rewards cards in it. I have one of my favorite card cases from Michael Kors. I have my work phone. This is a flip phone, so it fits nicely in there. I have, sorry for the jingling, it's one lip product, some mints, and of course, have to have it, my corner zip wristlet, which has all my essentials in it. So that was everything that fit in there comfortably with it still being able to close. I probably could have shoved a few things in there, but for a, wanting to use it, like actually being able to navigate, I think this is everything that I would typically or want to carry in it without like overburdening the bag and then it being kind of a pain to get things in and out of. Obviously, it's a small bag. It's only going to fit so much. That being said, I was able to fit all of this, which are, fairly important products or, items for me. So I'm fairly happy with what it all will carry. Before we get into the side-by-side, I just wanted to show you guys some other items that I know you all carry sometimes. Here's a full-size glasses case that will fit. I don't have a full-sized wallet because I just don't use them. So this is the largest wallet that I have in my collection. It is kind of one of these vertical wallets with the zipper pouch. I actually love this wallet. I just don't use it. This fits in there, and that's about as wide of a wallet I think that you could fit. I don't think a full size, full length wallet would fit in there, but as you can see with these two bigger items, a full sized eyeglasses case and a longer wallet, there is still space in here. And in fact, I will throw in my flip phone, see if that fits. So that'll fit in there as well. This is longer, I think, than the typical iPhone. It's longer than, this is my work phone, but it's longer than my iPhone Pro, my iPhone 15 Pro. So it will fit in here and slide down actually quite nicely. I'm not sure whether I would not have it folded. I like that it, folds in half. And I keep my personal cell phone in my pocket. Anyway, there are three larger items that will fit into the Sammy. So now it's time to compare these two bags side by side, starting from the kind of surface level. The Sammy 21 is a luxe refined calf leather. It actually says on the inside that it is full grain leather right there. This is described as a refined pebbled leather with a snake embossed leather, which is, I assume, the handle and the crossbody strap. So the closures on these two bags are different as well. This has the latch closure, which I've shown you struggling with, and this has a simple magnetic closure. This is one of the things that I don't particularly care for this bag, is the magnetic closure, because it sometimes is difficult to get it set back into place because the magnet is a little bit on the weaker side. Another difference that I noticed is the D-rings for the crossbody strap. On the Morgan satchel, they are on the outside, whereas on the Sammy, they're actually behind the handle here. This makes the crossbody strap sit a little bit differently, obviously because it's more narrow. So that is something to consider. You know, I am a little bit bigger, so the fact that the crossbody strap is coming to such a narrow point here is a little bit interesting. Like I've probably mentioned, I will be carrying this top handle, so crossbody strap's not that important. But if that is something that you're interested in specifically, it does create a narrower point where it meets this bag versus this one. You have the full width of the bag where the crossbody straps are attaching. Both of these bags feature a full-size back pocket. I don't think that a phone would fit in here, and in fact neither of the phones that I have do. So they have them. They're, I don't know, I wouldn't typically put anything in these back pockets, but they're there. The sides of these bags are also very different. This has a very detailed and gorgeous gusset system, whereas this is just a simple, you know, side. It doesn't have anything extra on it. Both of these bags come with feet. The Sammy comes with a key clochette and a very beautiful blacked out, hang tag, and the Morgan also just comes with a hang tag there. Showing the interior of these bags is going to be slightly difficult because the Sammy doesn't want to stay open. So I'm going to have to show you these kind of one at a time. But the interior of the Morgan satchel, it has a full length pocket here, a zippered pocket here, and it is lined with a microfiber. Very, you know, big space in there, and you can fit a lot. And the zipper pouch on the front is actually a little bit more useful to me versus the kind of pouch back here. The interior of the Sammy is leather. It also has a pocket here, though it is fairly tight because it's a, you know, a leather pocket. It has another pocket here in the front. Fit your receipts probably. I'm sure once you've trained this bag a little bit and it's loosened up, it might fit a little bit more. But another thing on the interior that I really want to point out is this gusset system, right? These things here, I have this, and I did not know that this was a thing, and I'm not sure I've seen any you know, videos specifically talking about it, but this gusset system is adjustable. So I have it set currently on the biggest opening, but you can actually tighten these gussets, and there's a little extra, see if I can show you guys. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, I'm sorry, but on the inside of the bag there are these two, oh, that's hard to show. Two things, but anyway, you can tighten the gussets. So if you're not planning on carrying a bunch, which is not me, you can tighten it, give it a little bit of a smaller silhouette. I don't know if you guys have been able to tell, but for the balancing of these bags, this one just wants to, this one just really wants to fall over, which is kind of driving me nuts. Whereas this one, and these are both empty, so I'm not like weighing it down or anything. It's just a much more sturdy bag on its feet. Whether or not you are actually putting this onto a surface, I doubt you would want to, but just so you know, that's driving me nuts. All right, so let's talk about the measurements first, okay? So we're gonna start on the width portion. The Sammy 21 is 4 inches wide. The Morgan is 4 1/4, so a little bit bigger. The Sammy is 6 inches tall, and the Morgan is 6 1/4. We have 8 1/2 inches in length here, and 8 1/4 inch in length here. So I think it's saying that it's smaller in width here, but when you put these side by side, it certainly doesn't feel like the Sammy is bigger than the Morgan. This bag, the Morgan, feels wider, so I'm not quite sure where they're getting that like extra half or a quarter of an inch in width on here. Maybe it has something to do with the gussets. I have no idea. But overall, the Morgan feels very slightly larger. It feels a little bit more malleable, and you might be able to get, well, I know for a fact that you can get more in here, but I've had this bag for a while. It's a little bit loosened up maybe. So it's possible that this will end up fitting just as much, but only time will tell. Now let's talk about the crossbody straps. Now the Morgan top handle comes with a very wide crossbody strap with, and this bag particular has the matching snake leather embossed crossbody strap. Is much wider than the Sammy. The Sammy just comes with a leather crossbody strap. They obviously both have coordinating hardware to their respective bags. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you really well like how much wider that these two straps are, or the Morgan strap is from the Sammy, but it is a little bit wider. The strap for the Morgan says it's up to a 22-inch drop, whereas the strap on the Sammy says it's a 21.5-inch drop. I did experience that when I was trying these bags on, that the crossbody strap, I had them both set at the longest, I had them both set at their longest setting, and there was more space on the Morgan versus the Sammy. Again, I'm a little bit bigger. I'm also wearing like a big sweater. If you are going to be wearing like, I don't think I would be able to fit these bags on with like a thick overcoat or a winter coat. So just something to be conscientious about when making up, your decision on either of these bags, or just in general, that the crossbody straps are fairly small. And again, where the crossbody strap attaches onto the Sammy, it does create a little bit less space versus the Morgan. The last measurement I want to touch on are the handle drops. On the Sammy, we have a 3 1/4 inch drop on the handle. On the Morgan, we have a 2 3/4 inch drop. They're different shapes, obviously. This is quite narrow and tall. This one's a little bit wider. So they do feel a little bit different. Also, the handle is a little bit softer, a little bit squishier on the Morgan versus the Sammy, which is like a rogue handle. It's very small, very firm. But equally, I think they're both lovely in their own ways. You see the design differences between these two bags, but that being said, I think they are a very similar silhouette and an appropriate comparison. Really quickly, I just want to talk about price. Full price retail, the Sammy 21 is $450, and the Morgan satchel is usually around $135. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about their suggested retail price on the outlet, because we all know that that doesn't actually mean anything. Of course, on the outlet's website, they're saying that this goes for $450, which is just absolutely, in no situation would they charge $450 for this bag. So I never talk about those like suggested retail prices from the outlet. It's really just like what it is on the website. It's usually 60% off of whatever their suggested retail price is. But I think that whole pricing thing is just ridiculous. And so I try not to give too much airtime to it, which I'm doing right now, obviously. So $450 versus $135 currently for a similar, the pebbled leather and the snake embossed. There's a black one currently available. I think $135 plus you can probably get another sale on this, maybe 10% off from Rakuten, or a sign up email. You can get this bag for a really good price, and I think that it is really worth that price point because it's just a really pretty bag. It's fun, it's simple, and it's a unique silhouette. Now, I don't think I would personally pay $450. Despite the leather quality on this bag, it is fairly small, and I'm just not sure that at full price, it's necessarily worth it for me. Now, that being said, when we're doing a comparison and talking about like their full price, the Morgan and the Sammy are two different bags. You are getting clearly a higher quality, more refined, more luxurious product with the Sammy than you are with the Morgan. Now, would I say the Morgan is a clear outlet bag? No, I think the Morgan is a really great bag and I really like it. But when we're comparing these two side by side, you see the value in this bag versus some of the other Coach bags that I've compared on my channel, where the value isn't necessarily clear in terms of the full price versus the outlet. Alrighty, now that we've compared these two bags side by side, I'm gonna jump up and show them to you guys crossbody, shoulder, top handle carry, so you get a little bit of a idea for how this bag wears. I can tell you though, just that this is going to be a top handle bag for me. Even though the top handle is quite small, I can still get it around my wrist to like, I know you also do karate when you've got your bag on your wrist, but it's got a tall enough handle to where this will be a top handle primarily for me because I can do that. It makes life a little bit easier when you are out and about. But anyway, let me jump up and show this to you on my body so you guys get an idea of what this looks like. As a reminder, I am 5'10" and 200 pounds. I am a bigger guy, so this bag is obviously going to look different on you if you are petite. That's about all I've got for you guys today. Definitely let me know down in the comments below which of these two bags you'd be inclined to pick up, maybe if price wasn't a consideration. I think they are both really fantastic bags. This is one of those comparisons that I think is going to come really close to which is the better option based on the attention to detail or the elevated style that you're looking for. I hope you guys enjoyed this third installment into my Coach retail versus outlet comparisons. Please let me know if there are any bags that you'd love to see compared, even if they're coming from two different retailers. I love doing these videos for you guys and chatting with you in the comments about your thoughts, your experiences. It's a lot of fun doing these videos and I appreciate each and every one of you. If you did enjoy the video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. It helps boost me in the algorithm so I get to meet more of you guys, and it also helps me stay motivated to continue to create content, which I really enjoy doing. You can also, of course, follow me over on Instagram and TikTok for additional content. Mileage varies whether or not that content is very good, but I'm over there, so definitely check me out. My Instagram and TikTok handle is @BVPDX. I just want to thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me and watching this week's video. And until the next one, guys, I will see you later. Goodbye.